Trumpet voluntary.
Die.
So how long is the ceremony going to last? G-Lake Brass Special.
What did she just say to you?
Who? Jessica? I don't know. I wasn't listening.
I don't know. I wasn't listening. That's what he just said to me.
I said G-Lake Brass Special.
You want to do it? Let's do it. Mr. Clements is here. And Mr. Goodwin is here.
Wait.
Get in the hand.
Good afternoon to family and friends of today's graduates. Welcome to Texas A&M University Commerce and commencement exercises for the graduate school. Will you please rise for the academic procession?
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. My name is Dan Jones, and I proudly serve as the 11th president of Texas A&M University Commerce. It is my pleasure, on behalf of the students, faculty, staff, alumni, and the Texas A&M University system, to welcome each of you to this commencement ceremony. I extend an especially warm welcome to the families and friends of our graduates, particularly those of you who have traveled far to attend this important event. And since the ceremony is available via webcast, we are pleased to welcome others from around the world who are watching the ceremony. The ceremonial mace you see on the platform is a gift from the faculty presented to the university on the occasion of its centennial in 1989. The mace was used in the Middle Ages, first as a weapon, then as a symbol of office. Today, it is used in academic processions to represent the high esteem we at Texas A&M University Commerce attach to our founding values expressed by Professor Mayo more than a century ago: ceaseless industry, fearless investigation, unfettered thought, and unselfish service to others. I would like to thank Dr. Linda Opensaw, President of the Faculty Senate, for carrying in the mace. The earning of an advanced degree is a significant achievement in the life of an individual. This commencement ceremony is also an important event in the life of the university, representing our shared commitment to scholarship and high academic achievement. We are pleased today to confer graduate degrees upon 423 students in this ceremony: 20 doctoral students, 398 master's students, and 5 specialists. Throughout today and tomorrow, we will confer a total of 1,348 degrees in 4 ceremonies. We are pleased to have with us here today Mr. Mark Stone, Chief Information Officer for the Texas A&M University System. In his role as Chief Information Officer for one of the most influential systems of higher education in the world, Mr. Stone is responsible for information technology strategy development and implementation throughout the system. The CIO collaborates with technology as well as non-technology leaders to ensure that A&M systems support the A&M system goals, objectives, policies, procedures, and initiatives as specified by the Chancellor and the Board of Regents. Prior to his appointment as CIO, Mr. Stone served as the Senior Vice President and Chief Information Officer of Safety Clean Systems, Inc. from August 2009 through December 2012. He served as Senior Vice President and Chief Information Officer of Zale Corporation from May 2005 through February 2009. He was employed by Zale Corporation for 14 years, and during that time, he worked in IT, planning, database marketing, and distribution. Prior to joining the Zale Corporation, Mr. Stone served as the Director of Financial Operations at the Resolution Trust Corporation. He is a certified public accountant and holds the BBA in accounting from Baylor University and a master's in divinity from Westminster Theological Seminary. Please help me welcome Mr. Mark Stone, who will bring greetings from the Chancellor and authorize the conferral of degrees.
President Jones, distinguished guests, members of the Texas A&M Commerce Class of 2014, and the families and friends who have made this occasion possible. On behalf of Chancellor Sharp and the entire Texas A&M University System family, I am pleased to join you in this celebration of your achievements and your future. Today is a special day. as you prepare to walk across this stage and into the next chapter of your lives. I may not know what your future holds, but I do know that you will be well prepared for what lies ahead thanks to this university. Each of you should be very proud of what you have accomplished. We certainly are. Now, on behalf of the Chancellor of the Texas A&M System, and by the authority of the Texas A&M University System Board of Regents, it is my sincere pleasure to authorize President Jones to confer the respective academic degree for which you have been recommended, with all of the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations pertaining thereto. I wish you good fortune, happiness, and success.
I now call upon my colleague, Dr. Adolfo Benavides, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, who will introduce our speaker for today's occasion. Dr. Benavides.
Thank you, President Jones, and good afternoon. What happened? Did everybody leave? Good afternoon. Thank you. It is my pleasure and privilege to introduce you to our commencement speaker for this graduation ceremony. He is Dr. Larry Lemansky. Dr. Lemansky currently serves Texas A&M University Commerce as a distinguished research professor and head of the Department of Biological and Environmental Sciences. Before this position, he served as provost and vice president for academic affairs, where he was involved in the creation of the colleges of humanities, social sciences, and arts. And he was also a key contributor in the development of the nursing and equine science programs. Dr. Lemansky received his undergraduate degree from the University of Wisconsin with honors and majored in biology with a minor in chemistry. He earned his master's and PhD degrees in zoology from Arizona State University. Following that, he was a postdoctoral fellow at the University of Pennsylvania for 5 years. As the author of over 300 publications and professional conference abstracts, Dr. Lemansky has held several university faculty and leadership positions at institutions throughout the country. He has remained very active in research, and his programs have been funded by the National Institutes of Health, the National Science Foundation, and the American Heart Association. He is the lead inventor on a United States patent for a unique nucleic acid which has the ability to convert non-muscle cells into beating cardiac muscle cells. He also has a second provisional patent application from his laboratory here at A&M Commerce, which has gone through the Texas A&M system approval process and is currently awaiting approval from the U.S. Patent Office. Larry and his wife of 48 years, Sharon, have 2 children and 2 grandchildren. What a pleasure it is for me to present to you our commencement speaker, Dr. Larry Lemansky.
Thank you very much, Dr. Benavides. You're welcome.
Well, thank you very much, Provost Benavides, for that gracious introduction. I can cut my speech a little short now because you talked about some of the things I was going to talk about, but, so I'll try to do that. Thank you very much. It's a delight to be here and to have the opportunity to say a few things to the graduation class here today. And I'd like to just start by saying, President Jones, thank you and for inviting me, Mr. Stone, faculty and staff, parents and family members, guests, and graduates. I am delighted to be taking part in this most important occasion, the commencement ceremony for Texas A&M University Commerce graduate students who soon will be receiving their master's, specialist, or doctoral degrees in their various chosen disciplines. Graduates, as we honor you today, you are very aware of the importance of what these degrees mean, of the knowledge, expertise, and skills that have gone into making you experts in your fields, of the passion you have maintained to excel and your growth, not only in specific knowledge and expertise, but also in the wisdom you have achieved to date and the future wisdom you will gain as you move forward to your next goals. I fully understand that this has taken tremendous effort, perseverance, and sacrifices on your part, and likewise on the parts of your families and loved ones, not to mention lots and lots of money and moral support. Without this support, for many of you, this graduation might not have been possible. In the future, the graduate degree you will have earned will be put in good use as you achieve success and conquer your career goals. Most people believe that to be successful, one needs to connect the dots of the past accomplishments in your field and to connect the dots into other fields. Certainly, I agree that that is important for us to connect dots, but I would like to also consider a quote from the late Steve Jobs, co-founder and former chairman and CEO of Apple Computers, who oversaw the development of and introduced the iMac, iPod, iPad, iPhone, and made other very important innovations to the modern computer and communications industries. Mr. Jobs said, and I quote, "You can't connect the dots looking forward, you can only connect them looking backward." This, of course, implies that to create new things, use new approaches, use new ways to do things, you need to make new dots. At this point in your career, you already have connected many dots while you progress through elementary, middle, and high schools, and certainly as an undergraduate and graduate student in college. During the last few years, you also have been preparing to go beyond just connecting to creating and establishing new, exciting solutions to old problems. New and exciting approaches for you and others to use in successful careers and indeed fulfilled lives. As a research scientist myself, I urge you also to consider using some of your well-founded, hard-earned knowledge to be forward-thinking and to create new significant knowledge to move your field forward to new levels by creating new dots. This certainly can be an important benchmark in defining success in any field. Another critical aspect of achieving success is to find your purpose and do what you love to do. Some of you definitely have found your purpose already, and for you, it is reflected in being here today as a master's, specialist, or doctoral degree recipient in a field you love, that you will stay with your entire career and in which you will become very, very successful. Others of you, moving forward, perhaps while creating new dots to connect, may alter your course. In my own case, after getting a PhD with the idea of teaching in a small college biology department, I decided to spend a year or two taking advanced postdoctoral biomedical research training. As it turned out, I spent the next 5 years at a major Ivy League research university, the University of Pennsylvania in Philadelphia, where I definitely got hooked on research. Research became a passion for me, and it has remained a passion for me to this very day. The excitement I feel of discovering exciting new scientific dots remains most rewarding for me. Moreover, being able to pass this excitement on to the many undergraduate and graduate students, medical students, and postdoctoral fellows I have trained over the years has remained a passion. Not only do I continue to enjoy working with these young people in my laboratory, but also I follow with great interest and pride their successes. Many of my former students who have gone on to distinguished careers as scientists, physicians, professors, and department heads at major universities and research organizations around the world. These young colleagues, some actually not so young anymore, have become important members of my academic family and remain an extension of the passion and excitement I feel for biomedical research. When I was a professor and department chair at the SUNY Upstate Medical University in New York, in my research laboratory, we discovered a chemical from the hearts of a salamander species that had the ability to turn non-muscle cells, such as skin cells, into vigorously contracting, rhythmically beating cardiac muscle tissue. This particular chemical, termed RNA for ribonucleic acid, had a unique molecular structure that gave it the ability to direct cells to form into heart muscle. My students and I published this work, and a U.S. patent, as the provost mentioned, was issued for its discovery. After finding that novel cardiac muscle promoting RNA in salamanders, I was most anxious to find out if humans had a similar RNA that also could promote cardiac muscle to form from non-muscle cells. The opportunity to test this hypothesis came when I moved to Commerce. Here, I had the privilege of serving as the honors thesis advisor for two outstanding honors college students who also became very interested in that human RNA question. Working together, the students and I set out to determine if indeed there existed a human version of the RNA that had this amazing ability to turn non-muscle cells into cardiac muscle. With that very able assistance and cooperation of a few billion friendly bacteria, that's right, bacteria, to our excitement, we were able to clone the gene for, isolate, and purify such a human RNA. As a result of this discovery, the implication for new future treatments of damaged heart tissue resulting from heart attacks or other cardiac diseases became tremendous. If damaged heart tissue in a human patient could be replaced with normal cardiac muscle cells derived from RNA-treated non-muscle cells, such as skin from that patient's own body, those individuals might be able to return to pre-heart attack activity levels and lead normal, healthy lives again. Moreover, using the cells from the patient's own body would eliminate the problem of tissue rejection, a current concern in heart transplant therapy. Our research on this unique cardiac promoting human RNA has been submitted for publication and is currently under review, as was mentioned, by the United States Patent Office for a patent on its molecular sequence and mode of action. I relate this story to you because without my decision to move into the biomedical research arena by going to Penn in Philadelphia, where I developed a genuine passion for doing research, this research would never have been possible for me, or for that matter, for those students who now share authorships of the publications and are inventors on the patents with me. If at some point down the road you want to alter your course to something you know or think you really want to do, you must be confident to take that step. It is not uncommon for goals to change. In fact, for some of you, as your careers mature, your definitions of success and therefore your goals may change as well. For example, some individuals sitting in this audience getting an MS degree in biology or an MBA in business or a PhD in psychology may decide down the road to start their own biotech company and become an entrepreneur. And oh, by the way, if you decide to do that, maybe you would even be interested in a couple of patents we have available just to get you started. But you don't have to decide that today. Whatever you do, love what you do. It will need to remain fun and exciting. It will need to be very important and fulfilling. It will need to be exhilarating. Indeed, it will need to be your passion. In this regard, I again would like to quote Mr. Steve Jobs, who said, "The only way to do great work is to love what you do." Clearly, he loved what he did. He did truly great work and accomplished many milestones during his career, things to which we all should aspire. In conclusion, I would like to say to you, our Texas A&M University Commerce graduates, that tremendous trust and confidence has been placed in you as you receive your advanced degree from this great institution. We are counting on you to be highly successful and to be great contributors to your field and to society. So, honored graduates, congratulations on completing your degrees. Now go out in the world, seek your passions, connect the dots, make new dots, love what you do, and succeed. Thank you.
Dr. Lemansky, thank you for those inspiring words, and thank you for sharing the highlights of your extraordinary career in research with us here today. You have truly helped make this ceremony more meaningful for our graduates and for all of us who are gathered. Dr. Lemansky, as an expression of our gratitude for sharing your story and time with us here today, I would like to present you this as a small token of our appreciation. We are especially honored that so many family, friends, and special guests can be with us here today to help us celebrate our pride in our graduates. Many of you, I know, will want a permanent record of this event. For safety reasons and as a courtesy to those around you, we ask that you please refrain from leaving your seat to take photographs during the actual ceremony. A professional photographer is on hand here at the front and will photograph the conferring of each graduate's degree. This graduate class includes some students who merit special recognition. Texas A&M University Commerce is proud to serve our military and veteran students. We are fortunate to have a special group of students in this graduating class whom we would like to commend for their service to our country. Would our active duty military and veteran graduating students please stand and be recognized. Please note that these graduates are wearing red, white, and blue cords designating their service to our country. At this time, I would like to ask that our active duty military and veterans who are in the audience and among the faculty and staff as well to please stand so that we may recognize you at this time. Thank you all for serving our country so nobly and so well. At this time, I would like to call Dr. Arlene Horn, Vice Provost for Research and Dean of Graduate Studies, to present candidates for doctoral degrees.
Thank you, Dr. Jones. The doctoral degree is the highest and most advanced university award earned in a particular field and is granted in recognition of completion of academic preparation for research, creative scholarship, or professional practice. The doctoral degree is a mark of distinguished academic achievement recognized worldwide and worthy of the highest of recognition. Will the candidates for the doctoral degree please rise? Mr. President, These candidates for the doctoral degree have met all of the requirements in their particular disciplines and have been approved for graduation. Therefore, on behalf of the graduate faculty, it is with great pleasure that I recommend that their degrees be conferred.
By the authority vested in me by the state of Texas, the Board of Regents, and the Chancellor of the Texas A&M University System, I hereby confer upon you the particular degree to which you are entitled, with all of the honors, rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Will the candidates for the doctoral degree please proceed to the stage to receive your diploma from President Jones?
Heidi Vanessa Burbano, EDD, Supervision, Curriculum, and Instruction, Elementary Education, will be hooded by Dr. Larkin Page. Rebecca Cooper, EDD, Educational Administration, will be hooded by Dr. James Vornberg. Mary J. Kuzelis, PhD, English, will be hooded by Dr. Susan Stewart. Hillary Powlin Croissant, EDD, Supervision, Curriculum, and Instruction, Elementary Education, will be hooded by Dr. Gil Neiser. Kristen Fannin Carroll, EDD, Higher Education Leadership, will be hooded by Dr. Madeline Justice. Demetrius Hill, EDD, Higher Education Leadership, will also be hooded by Dr. Madeline Justice. Edgar Gray Reed, EDD, Higher Education Leadership, will be hooded by Dr. Madeline Justice. Fern Beth Farkas, EDD, Supervision, Curriculum and Instruction, Elementary Education, will be hooded by Dr. Susan Savo. Deanna Lynn Long, EDD, Supervision, Curriculum and Instruction, Elementary Education, will be hooded by Dr. Susan Savo. Shannon K. Fuller, EDD, Supervision, Curriculum and Instruction, Elementary Education, will be hooded by Dr. Wayne Linick. Deanna Madrigal Hopes, EDD, Supervision, Curriculum and Instruction, Elementary Education, will be hooded by Dr. Martha Foote. Richard H. Johnson, PhD, Counseling, will be hooded by Dr. Lavelle Hendricks. His diploma will be presented by his wife, Dr. Gail Johnson, Associate Dean of College of Education and Human Services. Cam Van No, EDD, Higher Education Leadership, will be hooded by Dr. Lavelle Hendricks. Kimberly Lynn Laird, EDD, Higher Education Leadership, will be hooded by Dr. Joyce Scott. Raina Yvonne Matthews Whetstone, EDD, Higher Education Leadership, will be hooded by Dr. Joyce Scott. Jimmy Clifford Lightfoot, EDD, Educational Administration, will be hooded by Dr. Art Borgminke. Jan Davis Millette, PhD, Educational Psychology, will be hooded by Dr. Jennifer Schroeder. Paula K. Mason, EDD, Supervision, Curriculum and Instruction, Elementary Education, will be hooded by Dr. David Brown. Mary Elizabeth Nottingham, EDD, Supervision, Curriculum and Instruction, Elementary Education, will be hooded by Dr. David Brown. Lanny Matthews, EDD, Educational Administration, will be hooded by Dr. Chuck Holt.
Please join me in extending congratulations to all of our doctoral graduates. Dr. Horn will now present candidates for the specialist and master's degrees.
The specialist and master's degrees are respected academic distinctions awarded in recognition of the successful completion of substantive post-baccalaureate study in a chosen field in preparation for scholarly and professional activities. In addition, the Master of Fine Arts is considered a terminal degree, and for the first time at A&M Commerce, candidates for the MFA degree will be hooded. Will the candidates for the specialist and master degrees please rise? Mr. President, these candidates for the specialist and master's degrees have met all of the requirements in their respective disciplines and have been approved for graduation. Therefore, on behalf of the graduate faculty, it is with great pleasure that I recommend that their degrees be conferred.
By the authority vested in me by the state of Texas, the Board of Regents, and the Chancellor of the Texas A&M University System, I hereby confer upon you the particular degree to which you are entitled, with all of the honors, rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Will the candidates for the specialist and master degrees please proceed to the stage to receive your diploma from Dr. Jones?
Jennifer Farley. Jennifer Nicole Goodman. Jessica Michelle Medeiros. Leticia Rangel. Stacy E. Ralph. Ginger L. Cook, Master of Fine Arts, will be hooded by Dr. Joe Don. Vin T. Quang Nguyen, Master of Fine Arts, will be hooded by Mr. Joe Don. An Tran, Master of Fine Arts, will be hooded by Mr. Joe Don. Abdullah Al-Jalama. Hani Khalid Al-Ansari. Haya Saud Al-Balais. Suleiman Al-Haidari.
Shonda Perez Abor.
Arish Hamid Al-Harbi.
Wajid Kabur Al-Nasi.
Abdulaziz Mohana Al-Hubail.
Walid Abdurrahman Al-Awad.
Manzoor Ali Nasser.
Zakaria Ali Al-Wahi.
Jennifer Allen Perez.
Talal Al-Hasmi.
Maria Elena Almendarez.
Jansen Tyler Allen.
Haidar Mohammed Al-Khadib.
Ahmed Al-Rashihi.
Abdullah Al-Turki.
Nahla Salim Al-Nati.
Miad Al-Zugavi.
Hissa Abdullah Al-Tamimi.
Harish Ankam.
Ahud Shakir Al-Saidi.
Christy Aranda Gonzalez.
Siraj Ansari.
Romero Ardon.
Carly Archer.
Kimberly K. Armstrong.
Esma Bassam Attili.
Oluwakemi Kaliat Ayurendi.
Rashid Aziz.
Caitlin E. Backstrom.
Lucas Asher Berg.
Marouj Hani Baishan.
Stacy Elaine Baggett.
Mirza Faizan Beg.
Bradley Rowe Baker.
Lauren Elizabeth Bailey.
Natalie Louise Baldwin.
Hermes Ricardo Becerra.
Sonia Danielle Bell.
Eduardo Belmares.
Leila Benjaloun.
Felicia Renee Benavides.
Gina Bennett. LaShonda Patrice Berry. Rena Marie Bersosa.
Suhail Baidani.
Nipa Bokta.
Urvi Bhatt.
Bhakti Bodhi.
Courtney D. Blackmon.
Tracy Lynn Boatwright.
Rosalina Castaneda Boblet.
Colleen Bonner.
Amber Dawn Bryan.
Elaine Danielle Bouillet.
Ana Brenda Briones.
Joseph Brian Bryce II.
Okima Brooks Glover.
Amanda Brooks.
Stephanie Buckner.
Antonio Lamar Brown.
Ty Birch Bowser.
Jennifer Bruton.
Guillermo Calderon.
Steve Burns.
Tiva LaShun Campbell.
Catherine Camacho.
Thomas Richard Carl.
Andrea Kennedy.
Brian Paul Stedebaca.
Yolanda Chacon.
Adam Vonzel Chansey.
Vishnu Shanda.
Glenda E. Chatham.
Robert Sheniz.
Naranjan Cherakuri.
Crystal Clark.
Megan Ryan Coates.
Geraldine Lustina Cole.
Gavin Randall Cohn.
Severa Cox.
Shelley R. Cummings.
Ashley Christine Cruz.
Brittany Diane Davis.
Mike Cunningham.
Irma J. Davis.
Ann Davenport.
Katrina L. Davis.
David Davis.
Wilma Davis.
Joan Davis.
That's the first time he's ever done that. Courtney Ann De La Cruz.
Shanae Nicole Davis.
Raul Deshpande.
Jennifer Marie Day.
Brittany R. Drake.
Kimberly Doxson.
Dina D. Duke.
Nicholas Dutois.
C. David Eagle.
Sarah Marie Duran.
Albert Irvin.
Britton Michelle Elliott.
Yingjian Octavia Fang.
Stephen Floyd.
Khadija Farheen.
Andrew Weldon Forrest.
Junaid Fayez.
Kirsten Elizabeth Galvin.
Jamie Elaine Fletcher.
Mahunyo Hayasing Began.
Christina Marie Ford.
Benjamin Joel Gilmer.
Lisa Kim Fulfer.
Henry Golightly.
Stephanie A. Fuller.
Salanla Gonsunan.
Angela Ruth Gillespie.
Donna Marie Gosby.
Sherilda N. Glover.
Danielle Green.
Felicia J. Golston.
Ara Grimaldo.
Tavita Gonzalez.
Luis Guerrero Jr.
Hannah Noel Graham.
Sao Kiet Go.
James Gray.
Christopher Dwayne Hall Jr.
Jamie R. Goodmistad.
Jessica May Bang Hammock.
Juan Alicia Guo.
Beth Henshin.
Adam Darwin Haney.
Tiffany Harris.
Trey Anthony Harris.
Stephen Dwayne Hartford II.
Angela Ray Haskins.
John Thomas Hearn.
Ellen May Henley.
Laura Jean Hermes.
Amanda Polly Header.
Kyle Allen Hickman.
Timothy Carl Houston.
Jennifer Lynn Hill.
Jamie Keith Humphreys.
David Howard.
Jurabek Ikramov.
Tandy Hughes.
Molly June Jacobson.
Callie Rochelle Jeffries.
Justin J. Jernigan.
Ronald Maldonado Jimenez Jr.
Shushin Jin.
Daniel Jones.
Shirazalyn Michelle Johnson.
Sinduja Reddy Kakuman.
Gordon Paul Jordan.
Estela Castle.
Fatumata Kante.
Lalit Koala.
Ashjan Fauzi Kalel.
Gary Wayne Kinney Jr.
Keith Allen Kirkland.
Kelly Kirtland.
Patricia E. Kistart.
Christina Cooper.
Amber R. Konzum.
Nancy Serink Lamphere.
Arun Singh Kshatriya.
James Michael Law.
Lucy Tu Anle.
Timothy Wayne Lewis.
Avery Raynell Lewis.
Dedrick Marquise Linwood.
Caress L. Lofton.
Christopher George Luce.
Aaron N. Lovelady.
Chelsea Paige Maidens.
Jacob Angel Luna.
Dipti Meisker.
Christine D. Mack.
Mariana Degante Marcos.
Faisal Mahmood.
Wendy Underwood Macrillas.
Jeffrey A. Mays.
Cody Meeker.
Charlene Mailu.
Darren Paul Mendy.
Timothy Ryan Mantle.
Sarla Mirbacha.
Paul R. Maisie.
Amanda Page Mitchell.
Mallory Elise Matthews.
Melanie Moore.
Eric Leonard McLean.
Jeffrey Lee Nichols.
Achello Eloise May.
Toby Nottingham.
Elizabeth Ann McGaffin.
Terry Nugent.
Stephanie A. Minzenmeyer.
Emeris Ogu.
Pimsiri Misomnai.
Justin O'Neill.
Zakiruddin Muhammad.
Kenneth Wade Paddock.
Michelle Nicole Morse.
Philip Rhyme Pocket.
Nicholas Murillo.
Stephen Ray Paulo.
Anusha Narella.
Clarabeth Pedigo.
Thang Duck Win.
Luis Fabián Peña Orduña.
Mariola D. Niranau. Callie Renee Nixon.
Donna Joven Posadas.
Karun Sukurth Nuthalapati.
Amanda Ryan Pruitt.
Henry C. Okibo.
Wait. Muhammad Abdur Rahman.
Olivia A. Ortega.
Heather Rochelle Ramos.
Moha Usaid Asu.
Katie Ruth Rawls.
Prithvi Parasa.
Robert Allen Rice Jr.
Autumn Beth Payne.
Jessica Ibarbo Robertson.
Jairo H. Pena.
Anna Isabel Robles.
Jesse Michael Pearson.
Brenda Mirel Rodriguez.
Hazel Presley.
Douglas Rohrbaugh.
Jacob Israel Ramon.
Norberto Reina.
Rhonda Renee Randall.
Rosana Salazar.
Jackie Lynn Ransom.
Mónica Linda Salinas.
Nadina Doreen Reimer.
Ashley Shaw.
Astria Richard.
Sultan Shukir.
Jessica Michelle Robisa.
Jeff Smith.
Christina Rocha.
Michael Smith.
Lennon Daniel Rodriguez.
Jesus Alberto Sosa.
Marissa Ann Reuter.
Brianna Dean Stevens.
Tara M. Polk.
Jonathan Stormont.
Venkata Sesha Satya Sushma Ratchapudi.
Jeffrey Lynn Sullivan.
Latasha Renee Roach.
Tasha Swatley.
Mohammed Nazmus Sakib.
Cole Swinson.
Dunia Odette Salguero.
Bishop on Tanamkiat.
Ryan Scazillo.
Nathan Tonkia.
Amber Marie Sharp.
Joel Torres II.
Amy Marie Sherman.
Jared Fraley Tremor.
Stuart Schulman.
Shema Omunabike.
William Donovan Sisson.
Joshua Vaughn.
Kenneth Ray Smith.
Abby Samuel.
Suzanne Hoffman Smith.
Michelle E. Wallace.
Earl E. Stearns.
Pamela A. Washington.
Arlesia E. Stewart.
Anna N. White.
Misty Dawn Stewart.
Joshua Wemills.
Cody Scott Summers.
Christopher Williams Jr.
Tiffany P. Swain.
Jeremy David Wilson.
Vanessa R. Tanguma.
Jennifer K. Weissman.
Justin Sanford Tharp.
Z. Yeah.
Megan Grace Tillman.
Joshua Brandon Williams.
Tashboev Akbar.
Terry Wooden.
Jared G. Tynes.
Abdullah Hassan Almaki.
Teresa A. Ustanik.
Abdurrahman Abdullah Jailan.
Rocio Vallejo.
Nicholas Garner.
Wayne A. Vila.
Rabikan Reddy Kulagula.
Curtis Wade Jr.
Murad Hussein Alafi.
Ephraim Dale Walton.
Ayman Mohammed Macaulay.
Severina Elizabeth Ware. Joshua Waymeyer.
Harika Busani.
Jocelyn C. White.
Shri Durga Pamalapati.
Heather J. Whitfield.
Gayatri Debnat.
Benjamin D. Williams. Frenchie Sheriel Williams. Kelly Lightsey Williams. Sherelle A. Wilson. Latoya D. Windsor. Lauren Michelle Witherspoon. Monica Yalavarthi. Shin Zhang. Gayatri Mopi Devi. Akosia Insia Abora. Win Pham. Mercy Wangeshi Wandia.
Please join me in extending congratulations to all of these graduates. The heart of any university is the faculty and professional staff who give it life. Our processional today includes many of the faculty and staff of the university. I invite them to stand now and be recognized. Please note as well that the members of the platform party, including our regents and Mayo professors, are listed in your commencement program. Faculty and staff. Of special importance to the vitality of a great university are its alumni, especially those individuals who celebrate the pursuit of excellence through their lifelong loyalty to their alma mater. Dr. James Cowley, treasurer of the Texas A&M University Commerce Alumni Association Board of Directors, is such an individual. James currently serves as superintendent of the Linden Kildare Independent School District. He received a BS in 1987, a master's degree in 1990, and his EDD in 2003 from Texas A&M University Commerce. In 2012, he was named the Texas Rural Education Association Superintendent of the Year. And we are pleased to note that just last week, Dr. Cowley received the Gold Blazer Award from the university for outstanding service to the Alumni Association. Dr. Cowley, I invite you to bring greetings to these, our newest alumni of Texas A&M University Commerce, on behalf of their Alumni Association.
Thank you, President Jones. To the administration, faculty, staff, family, friends of the university, and finally but not least, our families, friends, and graduates that are gathered here today. I bring you greetings from the Texas A&M University Commerce Alumni Association, and it gives me great pleasure to be one of the first to congratulate you, our newest doctoral and master candidates that we have, on behalf of the Alumni Association. For those of you who are here today, I know that it is an exciting day for you, because I remember that time of sitting right where you are. And especially when I, after defended my doctoral dissertation, and Dr. Seifert walked out and said, "Congratulations, Dr. Cowley." I knew then that the marathon that I had been in was finally over, and I was glad that it was there. Today is the end of a journey for you that will have tremendous impact on the quality of your lives, but it also is a beginning for you to come in that next fork of that road that you have in your life. From this day forward, you will forever be a part of the Texas A&M University Commerce. As you end this journey and begin that new chapter in your lives, it is our desire that you always fondly remember your days as a graduate student here and become aligned for life in support of the university. I have found that there are alums everywhere around the world and that they are more than willing to support a fellow line. An example of that commitment and that networking that we have here, for those of you that decide to pursue a career in education and are wanting to take a look at beginning that career, I invite you to go to the Region 8 Education website, look up Linden Kildare CISD, and see if you're part of one of the ones that become for us. Our website is www.lkcisd.net. My secretary is Ashley, and our phone number is 903-756-7071. Now that's just one example of the kind of networking opportunities that you have in being a graduate of A&M Commerce. The university's strength comes not only from its current students, faculty, and staff, but from its alumni and friends. And to keep that strength growing, we encourage you to stay connected to your university through your alumni office and through your academic department. As our ceremony is concluded, the Alumni Association and staff invite you and your guests to enjoy refreshments under the alumni tent that's set up on the sidewalk across the street from the field house. You are now part of nearly 120,000 people who have received their degrees from this university that began approximately 125 years ago. We wish you continued success as you go forward, and I believe that you will find that your education from A&M Commerce University will serve you well in your endeavor for whatever you choose to pursue. Thank you for choosing Texas A&M Commerce as your university, and again, congratulations from your Alumni Association.
Thank you, Dr. Calley, and thank you to all of our alumni who have given so much to this university. Again, in closing, on behalf of the faculty and staff, I would like to offer my sincere congratulations to all of our graduates here today. Please join me in recognition of the A&M Commerce ceremonial brass who provided the music for today's occasion. The brass ensemble will accompany us as we sing the Alma Mater, led by Ms. Jennifer Glidden, faculty member in the Department of Music. The words are printed on the back of the program and are also inside the graduate's diploma covers. At the conclusion of the Alma Mater, we ask that you remain standing until the recessional has exited the facility. We ask the graduates and faculty to continue in the recessional march until you reach the doors. Thank you once again for being part of this very special occasion. Ms. Glidden.